Hey guys, we're here in Medellin, Colombia. I wanted to do a video today talking a little bit about my life here in Colombia. It's been a very, very long time. I've uploaded some videos about things that are going on here. I've been living here now for about 6 years, I believe. First time I got here was in 2011. And right now, we're going up to a property that I bought up on the mountain, literally 5-10 minutes from the city, not city center, but kind of where everything goes on. We're gonna go water a mango tree and a papaya tree that I planted because it's been super, super hot, and I want to make sure that they don't die on me because I already had one of them die on me. So first we'll do that, and then I'll jump into the video. I'll show you guys the amazing view first. So I have this is like a private community, like I don't know, I wouldn't call it a suburb because it's still in the city. But my priorities have changed, and I've wanted to build a house in kind of a remote area, but still close enough to the city. So right now the guy that I pay here on the property is on vacation. So I want to go up and water these plants myself so they don't die on me. I'll show you guys the property and the view. Got a lot next door. I want to buy two to make a bigger lot to be able to build more. But it's a beautiful view, not the best of days for the view. But I love it here because it's just far enough away from, it's like a country home in the middle of the city. About a 7-minute drive from the main drag. So, if you guys, I don't know, my priorities have changed over these years, but this is a lime tree. We're gonna give her some water. This is a baby papaya tree. You can see I was in here for a while. Like I told you guys before, I've been living here 6 years, I think now. First time I visited was in 2011. First time I got here, I just felt different. It just felt at home. So now I have 3 businesses. I'm about to have another one because there's a restaurant that I want to buy. Then got a driver, which, say hi, Steven, saluda.
Hola gente, ¿cómo están?
I have a maid, a chef, obviously a driver, and I'm pretty much, this is where my base is. This is where I pretty much live, pretty much full time. Overall, it's been a great experience. I wouldn't say that there's not any downsides, just like any other city. I think, for example, cities back in the States probably have some downsides too. But overall, it's amazing. I think right now, one of the things that is something that all of you guys should consider, whether you want to visit or you want to come and invest, the dollar right now is so high, right? It's about 3,250. When I was here, when I first got here and I bought the original house that I bought, it was at 1850. So the peso is literally devaluated. I should actually say it backwards. The dollar is actually strengthened almost 50%. So the amount that things cost here is just peanuts compared to what it used to cost before. That's the reason why I definitely recommend you guys come and visit or invest, etc., etc. I got a finca now as well. It's called Amalia. I'm turning that into a resort. That's going to be incredible. It's about 52 acres, and I'm still buying up land. Other than that, there's another property that I bought, which I'm going to call Amalia Oasis, which is going to be a boutique hotel. And I'll try to stop by and show you guys that on my way back to kind of give you guys the area. I'm gonna do a lot more of these videos too, so if there's anything specific that you guys want to know, I'm gonna be talking about cost of living again, the neighborhoods, best places to stay, how to stay safe, if it's safe, which it absolutely is. And I'll be talking about all that in the videos as well. The reason why I decided to live here, because I think it's a combination of being affordable and also just having kind of the best of everything. It's still super close to the United States. You can get direct flights to most cities in the US. Copa is it's like a in the middle of Latin America, right? So it's right on top of South America, so you can easily access the US, and you can easily access most places in Latin America as well. They have direct flights to London, to Turkey, and also to Spain. I'm gonna be going to the Philippines and Spain here in about a week or two, since we have one of our traders there, Dominic, to be able to go ahead and, if you guys don't know, I teach people how to day trade. I also have a fund where you guys can trade our money for just a process for 120 bucks. So look for that in the videos as well. If you guys wanna learn how to day trade in the stock markets, we've done really, really well here. I expanded my business down here in Spanish. Now I'm expanding it to the Philippines and also to hopefully Nigeria. I got a few guys there, and then obviously Brazil, right? So overall, it's been a great experience. I'm not here all year. I probably spend anywhere between 7 to 8 months out of the year here. But when I am here, it's really a special city still, I think, for the most part. I think, you know, obviously I'd love to live in Europe. Most people I think would, but I just think, you know, I get super hot, right? So for me, being in a climate where you don't even need air conditioning is absolutely amazing. I have about 5 dogs, soon to be 8. One of them is pregnant. That's part of the reason why I want to get this property up here, to be able to have them have some land to run around in and stuff. But other than that, I did the expenses. I calculated everything up with the maid, with the chef. I'm gonna put my collar up because the sun's beating me. With the driver as well. Electricity, cable, cell phone, HOA fee for the condo. I'm looking at about $2,500 a month all in. So in most places in the US, you couldn't find an apartment that costed $2,500, right? Maybe like in a different area of town, but I'm super grateful to be able to live here with the lifestyle that I have, because I literally can create my own schedule. And I think over the years I've learned, obviously making money in the stock market and with my own businesses and everything, that money isn't the most important thing, time is. And one of the things here, even though things take more time to do, at the end of the day, what happens is, since labor is so cheap here, you can literally find people to do everything for you. Everything from errands, obviously, to driving, to obviously cooking. Obviously, I'm 35 years old. I don't want to spend my time going to the grocery store. I don't want to spend my time going washing clothes. I don't want to spend my time doing any of that stuff. So at the end of the day, for me, this is one of the best places to live, because the weather is perfect year round and the cost of living here is super cheap, especially with the dollar being so strong. So I'm gonna finish up here, then we're gonna go to Amalia, and then Amalia, if you guys don't know, I'm recording this in May of 2019. Amalia is probably gonna be ready in 2020, which is literally a full-scale resort. I'm uploading some videos here as well to YouTube. So we'll go out there. I wanted to check on how the construction is going. It's been going really slow recently because the project manager I had quit on me from one day to the next. Super responsible, I know. And I'll finish up the video with you guys, okay? So, see you guys in a bit. guys my life here in Medellin. Overall, I'd say that it's amazing. I got an office here as well. I don't pay for the office since I purchased the office on the main drag. There's a main drag called the Mina de Oro, which is the Golden Mile, which a lot of it's like the business center, let's say, right? It's a mile and a half long stretch from, if you guys look it up on Google Maps, which is Santa Fe Mall, all the way to 10, where Parque Lleras is. All that is considered the Golden Mile, maybe a little bit more. It's been expanding a little bit with all the purchases. And overall, Medellin, it's beautiful. Obviously, it has its downsides. It's not perfect like any other city, but I would highly, highly, highly recommend it. It's definitely safe. Look at this beautiful thing. It's definitely safe, and I definitely recommend you guys come. I made it home for quite a few years now. Soon you guys will be able to come out here in Amalia. I'm super excited about this project. I'll show you guys here on the way back the boutique hotel that we're building as well. It's going to be called Amalia Oasis, and it's I literally call it an oasis because it's like a little bungalow. It's like in a little jungle, which is absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to stay here for a little bit longer. We're going to organize a few things, record some videos, and then we'll head out. So this is the office. I don't know if I told you in the video before or not, but Speed Update Trading Academy, soon to be Amalia Oasis, which is the boutique hotel. I'm going to show you guys that now. And La Amalia, which is the hacienda, which you guys just saw as well. Probably not too much. Maybe I'll put some drone footage so you can see class, administration. We had some guys before trading the fun that we have there. So now we're going to hop in the car. We're going to go to the building, Oasis, that I call it. So you guys can just see what it looks like. I want to start documenting a lot of these things so you guys can see what I'm going to do and what I'm going to change. So let's head out there. So this is one of the downsides of the city, traffic. I don't think it's any different in any other major cities, but here they have something called peak plate. So because they don't, and a lot of Latin American countries have this, because they don't plan ahead the infrastructure, it's not enough for the amount of cars that they have. And every year, obviously, there's hundreds of thousands of more cars on the roads. So what they do is they have something called peak plate, where you essentially are not allowed to drive if your number is that day. So during peak times, which is now, you're not allowed to drive. I have the number where you can drive today. So that's something you should keep in mind. This right here is the main drag. You probably won't be able to see it. I'll try to do some drone footage for you. Well, it's the Golden Mile. So you're not able to see much, but on the left and the right side, there's restaurants. There's a lot of the big financial companies. Medellin is actually where a lot of the big conglomerates start. There's a very entrepreneurial culture here. Bank Colombia, for example, which is the largest bank in Colombia, has its headquarters here in Medellin, not in Bogota, which is the largest city and the financial center and the political center, etc. So we're gonna go ahead and go up the mountain, come back down, and you'll see the building here in a second, La Amalia Oasis. This is La Amalia Oasis. Imagine, leave it there. Imagine a little balcony here. This is going to be a terrace on top. This is going to be an apartment right over there. And doesn't look like much, but it's an amazing little place. It's right on the river, so when you go to sleep, all you hear is the sound of the river. And then there's also a private bridge to Parque Lleras. So it's literally just far enough away from Lleras where you don't get all like the crazy stuff goes on there, but just close enough where you guys can literally enjoy it. So we are gonna go get some ice cream. You can follow me with the camera, Esteban. We'll show them the private bridge. Never in my wildest dreams would I believe when I first got here to Medellin I would own what is the best place to stay in Medellin, with a private bridge to Parque Lleras. So you're literally in an oasis, and then you can go party if you want to. One thing too is Colombians tend to be a little bit complicated at times. and I was able to get this entire apartment. It was 1, 2, 3, 4 apartments, 5 apartments, and I was able to negotiate them, get them very quickly. So it was kind of just meant to be. So this is another apartment down here. This will probably be a wraparound balconies. This used to be a jacuzzi, which they filled in, which I will turn back into a jacuzzi. I don't know if you guys can hear that, the sound of the river. So we'll go check out the river. This road that Oasis is at is literally one of the best streets for food. So you have everything from pizza, award-winning gelato, pasta, 2 different pasta places. One of the most expensive restaurant in the whole city. It's called El Cielo, which is molecular gastronomy. And then you have a great little breakfast spot with like you know, like the European croissants and all the good stuff. So private bridge. So the deal here is they pay for the maintenance. That's why they have access, but soon I'm gonna cut them off. Here's the bridge. Just close your eyes for a second. Imagine sleeping to that. Once I get things going, I want to buy the properties next door to build a really beautiful hotel. It'll probably look something like this, all green. Great. So we're gonna go to one of my favorite pasta spots. It's called Serenissima Venezia. Highly recommend the pesto pasta, best I've ever had. Except my chef makes a bomb-ass pesto. So I don't know if I can put it above the chef's. She's not in the city, so you guys might meet her in the next video when I do the cost of living video. So we're gonna go eat, have dessert, and avoid the rush hour traffic. We'll see you in the next video, guys.